full comparison where we give you full confidence in all of your buying needs. I'm Jim Ripp, Senior Manager of Live Events and Rentals here at Full Compass. Today we have a special guest with us.
My name is Tom Lykins. I'm with HARMAN JBL.
Today we're going to go over the JBL Live Sound powered speaker line. And JBL has a long history. I remember JBL since I was a kid.
JBL has really been the cornerstone in loudspeaker technology for the last 75, 80 years. And the very first sound systems could be found in motion picture theaters. The Jazz Singer, 1927, one of the first talking motion pictures. The PA system was actually done with James B. Lansing designed components.
James B. Lansing. I just figured it out. JBL. How did it develop into JBL as we kind of know it today?
JBL as we know it started in the 40s. The reason we are here is we are absolutely positively, without a doubt, the definitive transducer manufacturer.
Today we're going to go over the JBL Live Sound powered speaker line.
So we have 3 different versions of self-contained powered systems today, kind of at 3 different levels depending on what type of gig or what type of application you have.
So we have good, better, best. And we're going to talk about all 3 and highlight what great features they have. First up, we have the IRX112BT. What can you tell us about this speaker?
So the IRX112BT is really designed to be a very simple, easy to use loudspeaker. If you want to think of it as my first loudspeaker, this is maybe you're a beginning DJ, maybe you are an aspiring musician, maybe you're an educator, maybe you don't have a lot of experience using professional loudspeaker systems. So we've basically designed a product to make it very simple to use.
Tell me about some of the features here that we have.
So under the hood, as it were, we do have some DSP in here that you don't have to worry about. If you're going to be using your product as just a speech, you push the button that says speech. If you're going to be using it for music, you push the button that says music. And under the hood, we actually make some EQ curves that kind of tailor the response of the loudspeaker to those applications.
So looking at the back of this, Tom, we've got 2 channels, is that right?
2 channels, correct.
2 channels, and then we have an output as well to pop it over to another.
That's right. You can easily connect multiple boxes together, say if you needed a left and a right, or if you needed 3 or 4 in a row, and you can have all the boxes make the same noise together.
So IRX112BT, BT for Bluetooth.
BT stands for Bluetooth, correct. So we can stream Bluetooth audio to this product as well.
So in streaming to that, if you've got a phone or iPad, whatever, if you have one chained onto it, it'll hit both of them.
That's right. There's a couple other features on here that are actually very simple to use as well. Automatic feedback suppression. This is a circuit made by our sister company, DBX. It's a really fast, very narrow EQ circuit that can go in and anticipate when there could be problems with feedback and notch those out before they happen.
Super important if you're an individual and you're just plugged right into the back of this thing. It very quickly will take care of that for you. We've all experienced it, and it's not pretty.
Most users, especially as they're getting started, are not audio engineers. They don't know what it really takes to do that. So this is just another tool right on back of the speaker that helps you do that.
Perfect.
Also another feature called ducking. So if you're a fitness instructor and you're doing your pedaling and you want to give some instruction to the class, once you start speaking, you can actually turn the music down for you while you're speaking. And then when you're done speaking, it'll automatically bring the music back up. So you don't even have to do any adjusting at all.
That's a really cool feature. So you're streaming, plugged in, talking, boom, drops it down as we talk and comes back up.
All you have to do is say something, or if you're a DJ, so you have a music going, but you need to make an announcement, all you have to do is talk, and the music will duck. And then when you're done talking, when the microphone doesn't hear any more audio there, it'll bring the music back up. And it's all done by a simple single button on the back.
This looks super lightweight. I can feel it now that I move it. Easy to use handles on the side.
A lot of thought goes into construction, how much things weigh, how easy they are to maneuver.
All right, stepping up from the IRX series, we have the Eon series. This is the Eon 712. What can you tell us about this?
Well, the Eon series has been around JBL for 30 years. So our first Eon was introduced in 1995 and literally defined the powered loudspeaker category. I think this is the 6th generation product that carries the Eon name. It is literally the Swiss Army knife, jack of all trades, really do any kind of job you need done from a portable, lightweight loudspeaker.
So visually, I can see right off the bat, there's some major differences between this one and this one. I can see right on the top here, we have connections for flying the speaker.
Yeah, we've actually added the ability to do permanent installation on this one. So we have a couple of fly points built onto the loudspeaker. So if you do find that you want to take your Eons and hang them up somewhere permanently, you can do that.
Most importantly, on the back here, you've stepped up from just a few push buttons to a full screen here to control the DSP.
That's right. So we actually have an amazing amount of horsepower built into the back of this box. We have a Soundcraft mixer. We also have a DBX drive rack, or a version of DBX drive rack built into the DSP that has all the features that the IRX does, including automatic feedback suppression, ducking, mixing, effects.
The presets are still in there. If you're going to run this with a sub.
Yeah, you can. So if you want to cross this over with a sub, you can do all that stuff from the DSP.
Super versatile. Great speaker. The design is great as well. You can lay it on the ground sideways as a monitor.
That's right. It's designed to sit on its side if you're using it in a wedge configuration, or there's an integrated pole mount, you can mount it up on poles.
Ergonomically designed, pretty lightweight.
All the powered products that you see here are going to be lightweight. We design with that in mind. In addition to all the built-in onboard DSP, we now get the ability to use our JBL Pro Connect app. So now I can control up to 10 of the JBL Eons on a single app.
Via Bluetooth, you can control how many again?
Up to 10.
10 of them. Wow, that's amazing.
So if you're a gigging musician, say you have a pair of these for your mains and you want to use one for your monitor, you can bring all those back to an app and control all 3 loudspeakers right from your phone.
All right, we talked about beginner. We talked about more complex. Let's talk about professional. We have the PRX912.
Correct. So this is the PRX series, and this I would consider PRX being kind of the last step before we get into our professional touring product. The PRX series has all the feature set that Eon does, plus a few more things. And honestly, it's really designed to play bigger shows. Whereas maybe you could do 300 or 400 with an Eon, you can do maybe 500 or 600 or 700 with PRX. They're designed to get louder. Max on this box, I believe, is 134 decibels.
134?
Yeah. Had a weight of 43 pounds. If you're a working musician or working DJ, this is really a professional box that you can use.
So I see it has a bigger screen on the back.
A little bit bigger. The screen actually is full color, so it makes it really easy to do adjustments and stuff on the fly. And keep in mind, this one, you can also use the JBL Connect app and access all the functions of the screen without ever having to touch the back of it.
Looks like 3 channels instead of 2.
Correct. We have 2 XLR combo jacks, so you can do a 1/4 inch in or XLR in. We also have an 1/8 inch stereo input, so if you're a music player or something like that.
This one has a feature, what's it called, the G sensor?
So a G sensor is a pretty fancy way of saying there's a little gyroscope in there that it knows when it gets tipped sideways and is used in monitor mode. So if you're using it as a vocal monitor, it can automatically configure the response of the loudspeaker to act as a vocal monitor. So it can change your EQ setting, it can do all the things that you would typically need it to do when you're changing from a front of house situation to a monitor situation.
That's fantastic. Great features on this. As you go up the line, you include all of the features, but then get more and don't increase the weight too much.
Not really. It really kind of comes down to how big a place do you need to play. JBL's been at this a long time. We make products for folks at every stage of the journey, from beginner, my first PA box for playing for a party in the backyard, something a little bit bigger, maybe for a few hundred people, and then maybe now I'm in a band or I'm a musician, and now we're playing a small club or something like that, and we go beyond. I mean, we have the SRX series above this, so if we're doing the local county fair or something like that, regional touring, and then all the way up to big 100,000 seat stadiums. JBL makes products for literally every venue you may want to play.
Anything else you'd like to say about the JBL line before we close up?
JBL's been working with Full Compass for over 40 years at this point, and we love having Full Compass as a partner. I would encourage any of you interested in finding out more about JBL to contact your Full Compass representative.
Right back at you, Tom. Full Compass is so happy with JBL. We have a long relationship. We love it. I love JBL. Our salespeople love it, and we have lots of customers that love it. Thanks for joining us today, Tom. It's been a pleasure. And thank you all out there for joining us on another Full Comparison, where we give you full confidence for all your gear buying needs.